Hey, Wyatt,
What's up?
what do you want to do today?
How about tactical shotguns?
Oh, yeah! Hey everyone, it's Sean and Wyatt with Pew Pew Tactical, and today we are covering best tactical shotguns. But before we get into it,
Please hit that like and subscribe button.
we appreciate your support. Let YouTube know that you like our content. In exchange, we'll provide you with this cringy gun meme that Wyatt's been thinking about.
Hell yeah, man. Congratulations, dude. That's amazing. Hell yeah.
Okay, now we can't cover all the shotguns, but we went through, put our heads together, and came up with a list of 6 that we think are going to be some of the best tactical shotguns out there. Wyatt, will you briefly show us which ones we're talking about today?
Starting off, we're looking at the Remington 870 series classics. We have the newer Beretta A300 Ultima Patrol, the Beretta 1301 Tactical, the Mossberg 940 Pro, the always lovely Benelli M4s, and the classic Mossberg 500 and 590 series.
Now we got 5 of these that we have selected as our top picks, and then we've also got an honorable mention too that we're going to be telling you guys about here shortly. But kind of interesting that we've got a mix of pump and semi-auto shotguns. Some people are kind of sticklers about the tactical aspects of shotguns and whether you should have a pump or shouldn't have a pump. What do you think about that?
I mean, that debate's been raging on forever. Some people say semi-autos, oh, they're not reliable. Pump is the way. Some people are like, oh man, pump's way too slow. You're gonna short stroke it and get yourself killed.
Yep.
Whatever floats your boat. A lot of these shotguns have been serving in military, combat, police roles forever. So anybody that's completely on one side of the argument or the other, I don't know, I'm somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I would say also that training is going to be the most important aspect in how any of these perform out in the field. All right, we're starting out with the Beretta A300 Ultima Patrol. Now, this has got a 7+1 capacity, and one of the things that I really love about it is the aggressive texture on the stock and fore-end. And then you've also got optics ready, oversized charging handle and bolt release. The barrel clamp has got some great utility too. Wyatt, what would you say about this gun?
So a lot of people looking at the A300 Ultima Patrol might say, hey, why don't I just get the 1301? Well, this thing costs about $500 to $600 less, and they kind of cut the cost by using a non-rotating bolt head. And they got rid of the blink gas system from the 1301, but this shotgun still runs really, really fast and really well. Reliability is not going to be an issue, and the money savings are there. It's hard to beat.
Yep.
Next on our list is the Mossberg 500 and 590 series. There's quite a lot of guns in this series, so we just got a couple of them here. So right up front, we got the Mossberg 590 retrograde. The 590s are easier to add tube extensions over the older 500s. The retrograde's got some awesome furniture. You got the heat shield and the classic wood and corncob front end. We also got the Mossberg 590A1. This is actually the same gun that passed the Marine Corps trials. It's the only pump shotgun in service with the Marine Corps. This thing's heavy duty, badass. You can't kill it. You just can't kill it. And then you got the old classic Mossberg 500 here. This is still one of the most supported shotguns out there. You can swap barrels with the ultra cheap Maverick 88. And honestly, the Mossberg 500, 590 series, for my money, they're just the most reliable pump shotguns out there.
I've had a lot more experience with the 870, but one of the things that I appreciate about these Mossbergs is they are definitely reliable. And I also love that tang safety up on the back. I don't care for the crossbolt safety, so these are great guns. Oh man, you already knew we had to have a Benelli M4 on here, but that doesn't mean that this platform doesn't come without some challenges. So Wyatt, what would you point out about this gun?
So obviously the Benelli M4 is one of the most reliable shotguns out there. It's the only semi-automatic shotgun in U.S. military service, but they already start at about $1,500 to $1,700, and they don't come standard with the extended magazine tube. You can see it's blocked off right there to only 5+1. And this one looks like it's got an adjustable stock, but it actually doesn't adjust because Benelli doesn't include that as well. You can get those upgraded, but then you're going to be looking at around $2,200. But at the end of the day, you end up with probably the baddest shotgun out there once you get it up to par.
But still, the choking point is that you have smaller furniture, the controls are a little bit different, and you have to do some significant upgrades to get it comparable to some of the other shotguns that we've got on this list at a much steeper price.
Next on the list, we got the Beretta 1301. Starting from the back here, you got the same kind of stock and aggressive grip furniture that Sean mentioned that he likes on the A300 Ultima Patrol. This one has a rotating bolt head and a super fast blink gas system that allows this gun to cycle super quick. You're not going to outshoot this one. This gun's pretty light, about 7.5 pounds, a little bit less. Really easy to shoot, really easy to point. 7+1 capacity with the extended magazine tube here. It's lacking a little bit of the newer furniture features of the A300 Ultima Patrol, but it's got a little bit nicer internals there, and this is a really great shotgun. Sean?
Yeah, great controls. I like the lightness of it. It's supremely light, but one issue that I had was the first time I loaded it, after I dropped the first one in and closed the bolt, the lifter wouldn't go down to access the magazine. So a little bit different manual of arms with this one, but again, goes back to training. Once you get used to it, this is a really well-performing shotgun. Okay, my old ride or die companion is the Remington 870. Now, again, like I said, I've used these for years, always had one in a patrol car with me, so I am comfortable with their reliability and their features, but that doesn't mean that it's perfect.
So a lot of you are going to be like, oh man, Remington went to crap. They did have some QC issues during the Freedom Group years. I do understand that, but like Sean said, a lot of the older ones, you can still pick these up for pretty cheap. What'd you get this one for?
It was like $350, I think.
Yeah, that's tough to beat. These guns are just super reliable. You can kick around for an old one. Rim Arms just got rebranded. The new ones are supposed to be a lot better too, so you might see some success there, but these are still have a ton of aftermarket. They're tough to beat. They're reliable. Been in 1 million police cruisers for 1 million years.
Yeah. Ooh, my shoulders are getting a little sore. Oh, ooh. Hey, while I enjoy this massage, why don't you head over to the article, pewpewtactical.com, for all the details. All right, next up we have an honorable mention of the Mossberg 940 Pro. Now this gun could technically, in my mind, go anywhere else on this list, but we wanted to have it in here because it is a great shooting gun. You've got a lot of modern features like this, good grip texture, oversized controls, magazine extension, and clamp has got some utility up here, and it shoots really well. Wyatt, what are your thoughts?
So the 930, which preceded this, had a little bit of a shaky reputation, but they totally cleaned everything up with the 940. These run phenomenally, and I do love that you still have the tang safety, so if you're coming from a Mossberg 500 or a 590, you're going to be used to that manual of arms right there, and it just feels good and it shoots well. And like I said, they cleaned up a lot of the problems that the past one had. Awesome gun.
Yeah. All right, we're going to give you our final thoughts on the best tactical shotguns, but before we do, we want to remind you one more time, please do us a favor, hit that like and subscribe button, let YouTube know that you're hooked on our content. Okay, our final thoughts on best tactical shotguns. Now, Wyatt, can we kill the issue of whether a pump shotgun is allowed on the best tactical shotgun list?
I mean, pump shotguns, they're the original tactical shotgun.
You're right.
There's ones with tactical in the name, tactical features, Picatinny, M-Lock, whatever. You can get it on a pump shotgun, you can get it on a semi-shotgun.
Sure.
Are they the fastest? No. Are they the most reliable? Yeah, and in tactics, reliable is not a bad thing to have.
So that leaves us with another question, which is the old saying that you can't use a semi-automatic shotgun for tactical purposes. Does that hold any water?
I think that argument's dead. Maybe 15, 20 years ago, yeah, semi-auto shotguns were a little bit finicky with some of the inertia driven. They're really ammo sensitive.
Right.
But with guns like the Benelli M4, the 1301, the A300, and even the 940, especially with these gas-driven shotguns, and even some of the inertia ones, a lot of those kinks have been worked out, and man, these guns just run and run and run and run for tens of thousands of rounds. And you know, they made their claim, the world of tactical shotguns, and they belong here just as much as the pump guns do.
Absolutely. Our final thoughts on the best tactical shotgun. Your list might be different. There might be something that we egregiously left out, so hit us up in the comments. Let us know down below. Maybe your Turkish clone of something would run better than some of these. I don't know. What do you think, Wyatt?
Like I said, this is just our list. This is what we like. This is what we think's good. Your mileage may vary. There's a lot of great shotguns out there. Give us hell in the comments below.
Thank you for watching.